lahat! Nandito na naman po tayo ulit sa isa na namang session ng ating QCafe. Ayan, we've missed you guys. It's been weeks. Ay, months. Hindi ko naman masabing year. Though it was last year, our last session, and we're so excited to be live again and meet you on a different day. So QCafe will now be on its new segment, which is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And we're happy that get to talk to you guys again. We have rounded up a lot of topics for everybody to enjoy. And let's all spark a conversation. We'd love to read your comments and messages on Facebook so that we can respond to them. And we have prepared a lot of fun and exciting prizes for you guys. May mga pasabog tayo this year, and we're just so excited with how we're gonna start here for QCafe. So don't forget to always follow Moose and Core. And pwede nyo kaming what do you call this, on your Facebook, dun sa bell button, yung following, you can choose yung highlights niya so that you can have updates from the page on your news feeds. So ayan. So for tonight's session of QCafe, for our pilot episode this year, we have with us Sir Mark Escay. And he will be talking to us about financing. And Sir Mark, hi, how are you? How's the start of the year going for you?
21 is fantastic. Thank you very much, Kate. And Kate, first of all, please don't put the Sir prefix before my name. That's because I'm not from England. I cannot be knighted by the Queen, or will I ever be a knight as much as I want to do so. But sadly, I can't.
Okay, so I take it Mark na lang talaga.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, here's Mark, and he will be talking to us about how to handle our finances. And I'm so excited because of the brand that he carries. This is something that I have trusted for years. Me and my family, we all have Sun Life with us. And yeah, excited na ako for this talk. So I give you the floor.
Very much, Kate. Once again, a fantastic evening, everyone. So I want to share with you making your money work for you. Now, here's the thing. You may think that the coronavirus is ongoing, COVID-19, and you think that the way the world has changed has actually changed the way of how our money works for us. Are we allowing our money to work for us, or are you a slave towards your money and making it every single day trying hard in this particular rat race? I'm going to share with you this evening on how shifting your mindset and perspective allows you to be able to make your money work for you. First thing that I want to ask everyone is, why do we save in the first place? And I want to get a little bounce off here. So, Kate, if you can help me, what do you think? Why do you save? I'll ask this question to you.
Ako, personally, I save for my future because we never know what the future holds. So my number one is for my future, for my family, because we never know, diba? Yung health natin, we don't know if we will get sick tomorrow or whatnot. So this is why I save. So I have money for emergency, and then ayun. So far yun. Yun ang reason ko ngayon. Those are my main two. For for emergencies and whatnot. And for
Fantastic. Exactly. We save in order for the future. It can't just be for emergency purposes. It just can't be simply because later on you wonder what will come next. Rather, we save because we also want to enjoy and at the same time have fun in this particular life that we live. Now, the second question is, how do we save? And I like to share with you the principle of 60-20-20. I always say that 60% is for your needs, 20% is for play, and 20% is for invest. What do we say when it comes towards needs and being the 60% bulk? This is everyday things that you want. This is in terms of travel that you need to do, the food that you eat, the roof that you put up, and also the bills. In essence, it's the obligations that you have. Allotting 60% of your monthly budget will help you get towards that sweet spot to enjoy everyday life that comes. Now, a lot of times when it comes towards 60%, and I'm sure all of us love and enjoy a good coffee session out there. And sometimes we don't realize on how much we're actually spending in the coffee that we consume. So yung pag sa Starbucks natin every day and coming out to 200 pesos in a day, easily in 5 days, that's 1,000 pesos in Starbucks alone. Or for the millennials out there, such as Anne, who's joining us in the room, the ever famous milk tea, Tiger Sugar, Macau, and all of these things will rack up also to 1,000 pesos a week if you have it every single day. Now, it's fun for us to indulge in towards these nice coffees, also with the milk tea. And sometimes we have to take a step back and look in towards our finances. Am I spending, can I afford 1,000 pesos every week in order to fund for coffee, for milk tea, or even food that we enjoy? Or can I save a little bit and indulge once a week on a Friday, on a hump day Wednesday, and go through and still have more money to place around? Second thing is entertainment. And this is the fun part, the 20%. Now, if we constantly spend every day on expensive coffee, expensive milk tea, and expensive meals, then what happens to us enjoying 5 days a week at work and then 2 weeks, 2 days in a week that we're actually having fun or relax? If we spend too much right away on Monday to Friday, what happens on Saturday and Sunday? You're locked in your own room, you can't go out, and that's because you've spent everything that you've allotted for during the workday. So it's important for us to have fun, especially during this time, during the pandemic. Spend 20% on your Netflix account. Later on, Disney Plus will come in. Enjoy Disney Plus. and whatever fun things that allow you to relax after 40 hours of working towards the week. And the last part is investing. Now, using the 60-20-20 method, if you allot 60% and leave it towards your needs, 20% for fun, you realize that there's a breath of fresh air all of a sudden. And that's because you have savings that you can put in towards your emergency fund. You can put in towards actually investing and allowing for your money to grow. Now, I was inspired by this particular challenge. 52 weeks to awesome. Let's take, for example, if you make 20,000, 22,000 a month, which is what most people starting out in the work life, in the corporate world, or even in government would make, and you save 1,000 pesos a week, which is 20% of your total annual income, then you have 52,000 pesos. Later on, you start getting promoted, you're open to more sources of income, doubling that, it's 104,000. And probably even later on, as you continue to mature in your career, saving 1,000 pesos a week can give you 156,000 and even more. I want to focus on these three to give you an illustration of what your 1,000 pesos a week can actually do for you or more. Now, obviously, I come from Sun Life, so let's talk about and what Sun Life can do for you. Let's take an example of Anne. Anne is a millennial in the workforce right now. Anne is around 22 years old and with a monthly income of 22,000. And she saves and she takes on the challenge 52 weeks to awesome and saves up 52,000 pesos. Now, with 52,000 pesos that comes up here, what she can actually do with Sun Life is get immediately 2 million pesos and likewise throughout the years accumulate in terms of savings. Now, this where else do you have an avenue that when you pay 52,000 right away, you immediately get 2 million protected for whatever worst case scenario happens, your family, the people that you love have immediately 2 million pesos from the first payment that you have. And this also comes in with the savings component. At 30, her money grows to 422,000. Later on, as she goes into career at 50, it's 2.3. And as she retires, it's 10.4. And even if she doesn't touch it, it becomes 22 million. At the age of 22, simply putting aside 1,000 pesos a week for 52 weeks, which is 1 year. As she grows older, Anne's 27. At 27, she's become promoted, she's had new avenues in her career, and she can spend more now. So now that 1,000 pesos becomes 2,000 a week. Now, with 104,000, Anne decides that in addition to savings, what about my health and protecting? So now Anne sets aside another 52,000 pesos from that, and it's still within her 104,000. And she gets herself covered for 1.6 million when she gets sick. Now, I ask people here and think, if you get sick, which would you rather choose? Would you want to pull out 1.6 million from your pocket, from your savings account? Or would you prefer to have 1.6 million given by Sun Life as your investment back for when you get sick? So here, what Anne's doing is she's allowing herself to continue saving, to continue having fun, pay for her needs, but when she gets sick, Sun Life is there to give her 1.6 million. And that's out of pocket, out of saving. Her life continues. And remember, at 22, she already started investing, so there's still that savings component there. Now at 45, Anne's made it great in the career. She's now earning 130,000 a month and decides what else can she put in for retirement or later on in her years. So Anne decides to spend 312,000 right off the bat. And this is the time wherein we're allowed to play with that money to allow for it to grow and really give her the savings that she wants. So in 10 years' time, that's increased a little bit. But when she hits 70, that's the time where you see it a spike and it becomes 2.1. And then towards 80, 4.7, protecting her retirement. Now, let's look at it the whole. Anne started saving at 22. This is what she has in total. Savings value by the time that she's 40 is 1 million. By the time she's about to leave her corporate life, it's 5.8 million. As she goes on towards retirement and continues, it's 12.5 and can be up to 31 million. And this is all callable savings that when the time comes that she wants, she can take out from that any amount as long as it's present there and even on a regular basis. And to add to that, when she gets sick, there's 1.6 million in the bank. So, what am I sharing this evening? This evening is all about a challenge and a change of mindset. Are we hustling in order to make more money, in order to reach for unsustainable needs? Or do we shift our mindset and allow ourselves to take a 52-week challenge that can give us the peace of mind of ease when we get sick? At the end of the day, investing and saving is about one, having the money when you want it, having the money when you get sick, and later on, when the time comes to go into the darkness, there's money that you leave behind to give the peace of mind to the people that you love.